Hi everyone, welcome to video 4. We are playing No Man's Sky Expeditions number 6, the Blighted, and we are in phase 4 now. We did the Nautilon and all the other missions in the last one, and we actually picked up one of the phase 4 rewards, Blue Skies, which was to visit a blue system. And we saved that for this one, so we can go ahead and unlock that in a minute. But as you can see, I've had a tidy up of my inventory and just moved things about. I've got all my map pieces ready that I've collected and everything like that. So if we go into the milestones here, this is what we're going to be doing in this episode. So we're going to head to the 4th rendezvous, and then we're going to eliminate 25 sentinels, and then we have to acquire a multi-tool from a sentinel pillar. We've already visited a blue star, if you remember, in the last video on the way here, and then we've got to read the pirate map to get a portal glyph set. So we'll go ahead and ping the blue expanse now. Like I said, on the way to this system we travelled through a blue star to get that once we'd unlocked it with our idiom drive when we collected our emerald. So we'll just add a few bits here. We picked up a hyperdrive module, so we'll bang that on, and we will do the usual. We'll just bang our starship augmentations on that we had, make sure we're set for the right mission, and we are off. So the marker's telling us to head into space, and we want to be heading to this marker here, because the first thing we're going to do is the rendezvous. So once we're here, we'll zoom over, and then we'll do the usual bits and bobs that we do. We'll head to the space station, we'll sort out anything else that we need to do, we'll grab our exosuit upgrade thing that we can get from each place, and we'll just have a tidy up. Now we're going to be taking on sentinels in this system, so I suggest come to this space station, purchase upgrade modules, and there will be a geology cannon module, S-class. Grab it, and then with the units that we made from selling ships, if that's what you did, or from selling your Gravitino balls from that mission, you should be able to purchase a few more upgrade slots and give yourself enough room so that you can have a fully loaded up scatter blaster. You can also get everything set up properly. You can go and grab the electromagnetic thing that knocks the sentinels off, and you can go and grab yourself some shields and everything like that if you want. We can head over to the anomaly, and what we can do over here, we can go to the technology merchant, and we can quickly sort out a few bits with him, and then that way we're going to be totally set up for fighting sentinels. So what we want is the geology cannon, and the geology cannon's over here, and we also want the scatter blaster upgrade thing as well, the greaser. So we'll install that first. We need a magnetic resonator, so we're going to have to go and pick one of those up. So we'll nip back in, grab the geology cannon, and then we also going to grab a combat scope as well. So we'll just do these bits up so that we've got this all loaded in and we don't have to think about it. We'll have a quick tidy round in here, make sure everything fits, and then we'll be on our way in a second. I ran out of carbon. At this stage I'd stop collecting things because we're so close to the end that we're not really going to need anything, so you can just refine anything down that you need if you have to. We should have enough base materials. So I'll show you. We nip back in here. Now these are optional if you want them. You can totally do it on your scatter blaster and your geology cannon, but the voltic amplifier and the combat scope will mean that you can focus in on them when you're fighting, and the other thing will mean that when you shoot them you'll sort of short them out for a bit, which will give you a couple of free shots in at them. So if you are struggling, you can always do that. But I find, to be honest, you can just do this with the scatter blaster and the geology cannon, and like I say, the upgrades are all there for you. So we need some ionized cobalt just to get that going, and some magnetized ferrite, and that will give us our magnetic resonator. So we are all set, looking good. We'll just nip in here now. Now this is the easiest way to do it. You can go down onto planets and stuff like that, and you can just find them, but you're going to need somewhere to hide just to chill out, and it makes it so much easier if you've got like a building to do it in. So we've collected a couple of these star charts on our way, so we'll just grab 2 of the green ones, the secret cartographic data, can never say that word, and what we'll do is we'll ping them, and what we're looking for is manufacturing facilities, because manufacturing facilities are always guarded by sentinels. There we go, we pinged one on the first go. They're pretty easy to get, you're not going to struggle to find one. I think the other thing they give you is sentinel depots as well. So once that's pinged, we know where it is. We can worry about that in a minute. We'll head down to the rendezvous first, and we'll just click that going, so that's that done. And here we go. while we're here as well, you'll notice that we got into another dogfight. Now, like I said in the last video, engage in these dogfights, because in Rendezvous, in Phase 5, I think you've got to take out like 32 pirates through dogfighting. That's one of the things. So obviously if you're doing it throughout the phases from the beginning, by the time you get to it, I think you're only going to have to take about 4 or 5 out. I think as it stands at the moment, I've only got about 3 or 4 more to kill, and then I've done it. So we've pinged the badge for Rendezvous 4, we did that as we came into the marketplace, and that's give us an exosuit expansion, and it's increased our Explorers Guild, so that'll do. Exosuit expansion's always handy to have. Mind you, saying that, at this point in the game, we're so close to finishing, and with Phase 4 and Phase 5 being tied in together, we're really not going to need much more. We've got all the space that we need. By the time you finish Phase 3, if you've been doing it like this, then you're absolutely laughing. So I just had one final quick setup, just to make sure I had everything where I wanted it to, and I'm just going to put a save down, just in case, because this could get hairy. Hopefully it won't, because we've prepared ourselves for it. Like you see, there's our manufacturing facility in the background. We can hide in there when it gets really tough, because you're going to have to be taking on like 5 waves of these sentinels so that you can deactivate them, and so that you can find where you need to go. So here we go, I'm just going to take them on. And like I say, there's different types of sentinels, so the best way to do it is the small ones that will fly up and fix the other ones as you're fighting. You want to take them out first, and then there's a pyramid shaped one. Take that out and it won't be able to call in any more sentinels. So yeah, you want to get rid of that one, you want to get rid of the ones that heal the others, and then take out these big ones. After a couple of phases, what you're going to find is you're going to get sentinel dogs come in, you're going to get sentinel exo-mechs come in, and then finally you're going to get the big boy. You're going to get the sentinel walker come in, and that's going to be really hard to beat. Especially because I ain't bothered getting any shields, which is why this manufacturing facility is so important, because you can just duck in here, and if you're clever about it, they'll follow you in and makes it even easier. But as you can see, the sentinel walker's turned up. I'm just hiding in the door, taking it out, and just giving it a geology cannon to the head, and there it is. That's it, dead, and we've clicked the boundary failure. So it was a lot easier to do being inside this building, and I suggest if you're going to do it and you don't really want to spend ages gathering all materials so that you can do it up, this is a really easy way. Like I say, geology cannon, scatter blaster, manufacturing facility, you can do it in 20 minutes. So we'll just have a quick gather around of all the bits there, because there's lots of things that if you're going to carry on this save afterwards, you might as well pick up. And you can use them once this converts to a normal, and it's going to give you loads of upgrades and stuff that you can carry on with, but we're not too fussed about them. So there you go, boundary failure's done. Positron ejector plans, banned starship weapon upgrades and storage augmentations, that'll do us. So now we've done that, we will just click on counterfire here and get that done and sorted. So you see we've picked up these bits, and then we'll move on to the next one. So we need to acquire a sentinel pillar, and as you can see it pinged in the background there, so that's where we're going. Looks like we're going to get into another dogfight though before we do that, so I'll just quickly take these guys out, and then we'll head over there. And as you can see, down 32 pirates. So I've pinged that badge a whole phase before I needed to, and like I say, if you do that, start from phase 1, every fight that you get in, every ship that comes in and wants to fight you, fight it. If it gets hairy, just leave. There's always going to be another fight. But what we want to be doing is heading over to this pillar, and once we're here, we want to be taking out these 3 control pillars that are around it, and what that'll do is that'll give us access to the main pillar. At this point all the sentinels are deactivated, so we don't have to worry about that. It is going to pick up pugnium, and it is going to pick up salvage glass, and it is going to pick up nanites. And you can move the salvage glass, you can sell it, or you can break it down for parts. But this is what we want here. Right, here we go. So boundary node expose, and the archive status is vulnerable. So you can access the logs if you want, and it'll give you a little bit of information on the Sentinel update. If you remember rightly, the last update that we had before Outlaws was Sentinel, and this is what it was all about. So you can read that if you want. It's got nothing to do with the story that we're playing at the moment. What we want is the weapons. So we were going to go and grab this. Now I don't want to exchange it because I've worked hard on my weapon, so I'm just going to buy it. So once we've done that, we can exit, and that should ping the next badge. And that's it, there you go, counterfire done, stole Sentinel technology. We'll head over to our ship and we will we'll ping this badge off and get the rewards for it. And then that's it, we're near enough done with this phase. I think phase 4 and phase 5 were relatively quick. I did them in decent succession from each other, so, and like I say, they kind of follow on with each other because you can't help but collect a couple of phase 5 rewards through doing phase 4. So, I mean, you guys can run straight on from here if you want. I'm going to do phase 5 on a separate video anyway, because I just want to sort of talk about it, and then I want to sort of go through the rewards afterwards. So like you saw then, just then, we've got 2 rewards already in phase 5, but we just want to make sure that we're on treasure hunt. So, here we go. Everything's sorted, we don't really need out. But you see there, we've been collecting the treasure. Right, so, we can now make a pirate map. So we'll click that in. I think it's like if you lose any one of those pirate map fragments that you got, you can just make them in your crafting menu, so don't worry too much about it. But once we've plotted our course, we are going to head out, get some starship fuel in, and then this is it. We're heading to the last point that we need to. We're going to pick up some pirate treasure, hopefully. Oh, another dogfight. I know I don't need to at this point, but it's it saves you getting shot like hell when you're on the ground and they come for you, so you might as well take them out. So we'll head over here. Here we go, look. Now look how different, that's a different portal that to what we're used to. That's very different, look at that. Right, the wind howls through the portal opening. The glyphs engraved upon the pedestal look ancient, but someone has tampered with the historical structure. A cheaply made screen protrudes from the stone, a clumsy fusion of new technology and old. So we'll touch the glyphs first and see what happens. The glyphs seem fixed in place and do not respond to my touch. Alright, so we'll touch the screen. Welcome, pirate recruit. Please select an option. Ooh, let's query the destination. See where we're going. Portal destination, final umpiria system. I think I've said that completely wrong. Intergalactic tunnel access available. Plunder caches primed for transport. The portal has been rerouted through an illegal network. Its destination locked to the centre of this galaxy. The Blight secret has been revealed. A shortcut to intergalactic travel. Cool. Activate portal. Right, here we go. Let's get in this bad boy and see where it takes us. You notice the front of it's completely different to normal. It's like got an extra wheel on it. And I think it's a slightly different material that it's made out of. So that's pretty cool. So here we go. Let's head into the unknown and see what happens. It's the last one, so I'm wondering where it's going to drop us out. Oh, it's a cool planet. I like these planets. These are really good. Look at the comballs. They're everywhere. I bet everyone's been leaving notes for each other. And there we go. See? We couldn't help it. We've pinged the milestone rendezvous 5 for phase 5, and that's simply by coming through this portal. There's nothing you can do about that. It seems like phase 4 and phase 5 are linked together because obviously, like I say, you come through the portal, you're going to activate rendezvous 5. We're still treasure hunting. We still haven't reached the destination to finish phase 4 off yet, but it is what it is. I suppose the last 2 phases are going to be really quick anyway. I know phase 1 felt like a slog and phase 3 felt like a slog. Phase 2 was pretty quick, and then obviously, like I say, phase 4. I think because we've smashed it all the way along and we've made sure that we've got our exosuit expansions, done our weapons up and everything like that, then we're quite prepared for it. So it rolls faster and faster as you get going. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly ping these 2 for phase 5. We might as well. We'll get a defense chit and some comic droplets for that, and then the other one come through, and we'll do rendezvous 5. And we'll get some gold and some exosuit expansions. At this point in the game, we're not really bothered about what rewards we're getting for stuff like that, because like I say, unless we're keeping the game and we're going to let it revert to a normal save, then we're just going to delete this anyway, and we're going to transfer everything over to our legacy saves. So we'll just make sure that we are actually clicked onto treasure hunt, because if we're not, then we could be flying around looking for it for donkeys. But there you go, look, 3 left to do. Not a lot at all. You could literally just keep going from this point and easily smash them out. I think all you have to do is recruit a squadron guy, and then you have to put a base down somewhere. Oh, and you have to travel to another galaxy, and that literally is the last 3 things we've got left to do after this. But anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's crack on with what we're actually doing. It's phase 4, not phase 5. So we'll hunt for the treasure. So it's going to be under here. So it looks like we are at a burial site. So what we're going to do is we are going to zoom along, and we're going to grab all 3 of the keys that we need out of these. They're pretty easy to find. Just use your visor, terrain manipulate them out, and then head back over to your main bit, and you can unlock this large artifact crate. So you'll need 3 keys. There you go. Bang, bang, bang. Nice and easy. And let's see what this says. This is the treasure that we've been hunting for. Opening the chest is momentarily blinding as the light glitters off the contents within. This is indeed a significant treasure cache, stacked with physical, untraceable precious metals. Cool, let's reclaim the treasure then from these pirates. As I lift the cargo into my pack, a garbled transmission reaches my exosuit, although I see no mechanism in this dusty chest to prompt it. Depositing cache here while heading to the intergalactic tunnel will return to retrieve a lusher reality. It appears this cache was intended to be smuggled across the galactic borders, but for some reason no one ever returned to retrieve it. It is very satisfying to take this treasure from the Blight, and just beyond this system the next galaxy awaits. Yeah boy, there we go. Awesome sauce. Loads of activated cadmium, emerald and indium. You could sell that if you wanted to, I suppose, if you're keeping this safe. But there you go, treasure hunt. Discovered the pirate treasure. And we have done Expedition 6 Phase 4. The reward we got was a Wayward cube, which looks like it's going to be some awesome sort of creature that floats around at your base. What I'm thinking of doing is, once all this is done, I might do a little video showing everybody what you got. We're going to run through the rewards anyway at the end of Phase 5 and just sort of show you what we got for doing it. But it'd be interesting to see people using these new ones at bases. I think first thing I'm going to do is check out that Wayward cube, because that looked like the coolest thing that we got from it. But yeah, thank you very much guys, that was Phase 4. We have one more phase to go and then that's it. We have completed the latest expeditions, and absolutely awesome. Thank you all very much. It's been real fun doing this. I've really enjoyed it. So I will see you all in the last episode. Take care.